fucking go! Let's fucking go! Hello everyone. It's been a minute, but I finally have a video to share with you guys. I've pretty much moved over from Forza Motorsport for sim racing over to Le Mans Ultimate, seeing as it's a pretty new title and very exciting. And this is my 4th overall online race, running the GT3 class dailies, and my 4th race. And this was also my first win on LMU, and luckily enough, I had the foresight to record the race. So thought, hey, let's make a video out of this. Might as well. Love sim racing. And it starts with qualifying P6 overall with a 139.8 exactly. It's kind of a neat number. Here's my qualifying lap going on right now. But it led to my very first win, my 4th race. Incredibly proud and happy, as you could tell from the kind of highlights at the start there. It was a wild race. Very fun, but as this qualifying lap finishes, we'll get into the actual race. Apologies for the bad microphone quality, because my mic is across the room from my rig, and I don't have a microphone for it yet. So let's get into the race. So as we get to the start of the race, I'm incredibly nervous because I'm not used to such a heavy and, I guess, professional title of game. And you can even see this when I go to type in chat here. I just wanted to say, like, good luck. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. Instead, I accidentally typed, not gonna fucking lie, I'm nervous. It's quite funny. And this is like, my legs are shaking during this. It's a thing I gotta get over, and it'll get over with experience, but yeah, you can see just how much I butchered that in the thing. And my little wireless keyboard definitely doesn't help with that. But we'll get to the race start. Here we go. Here we go. As we dive into turn 1, I keep it to the left and just kind of go wide to avoid any chaos. You can see the BMW right next to me kind of swings wide as well, making a little bit of contact with me, which could definitely have been avoided, but doesn't really mess anybody up. And then immediately into the first corner, an illegal pass, which I label as bullshit. Again. I can see where the game comes from on that, but I do think I was just slightly ahead. I can see the position, not happy about it, but it clearly works out in the end. He goes wide, I kind of catch up to him, but not enough to make a solid pass. And a little bit of another contact with the Mercedes here. Just slight, no damage or anything. I back off on this corner to let him go past a bit. For some reason, the Ferrari goes really up the inside. Rejoins. Then some more action. Another Ferrari spun out. I believe he was hit. Hard to notice. But I spun out. Little probably tap there to the Ferrari. Coming out of that corner. I was up the inside. Probably maybe at fault. I don't really know. But it was a chaotic lap 1. Made it through safely. With a little bit of damage on the left side from hitting that Ferrari. But overall doing pretty good for lap 1. Going into turn 1 of lap 3. You go wide. This Ferrari in the coming down the center here. Taps me a bit up on the inside, giving me some right damage, and I also have some rear damage from that as well. Already trying to pull out my moves to kind of shake them up a bit, play some mind games. Get a little bit of a track limits here, which results in a 0.5 penalty, or just 0.5 warning, so nothing much. Coming into this section of the track, we have the P2 BMW spin out on the right side. Luckily, he's pretty much off the major line here, which allows us to go through and get a free position. I see this fight happening in front of me, and I'm just sitting here hoping that it results in maybe some carnage or them slowing down enough for me to make a pass. Trying to bide my time, get a good exit, which kind of keeps me up with the Ferrari, but they still get a better exit than me on the accelerator a little bit earlier, so I lose some time there, but I'm still trailing right behind him, just waiting for a mistake to happen. I have damage on all sides, except for my front. Holy hell. Bumps. As I can keep up with these guys, I'm good. Here the fight really starts to pick up, and this is where I try to make my move, coming out of that corner really quickly, wanting to just get something done here, but still playing it safe, making sure I get a good entrance and exit out of the corner, trying to catch up. I kind of dive up the inside here, and coming out of this corner, I give the BMW a bump, which unfortunately sets him off. Luckily he saves it and I back off. I want to keep my racing fair and clean as much as possible, so I back off and let him keep going. Gives me some front end damage, but I don't really feel it all that much, so we keep going and we keep going strong, making sure sportsmanship stays at the head of the game. pretty much this lap and the next lap are just trying to maintain a consistent pace and keep up with the BMW. Not losing, try and catch up, really lock in here a little bit. I'll make a little bit of time in this first corner, and I know that this next kind of 2-3 corners I make up a lot of time compared to BMW and most other people in this race, really. I can carry a lot more speed into this kind of off-throttle right-hander. You can see me and this P3 BMW are really making up time to P2 and P1 because they're fighting. So they're really losing time, and it's kind of at these corners I'm kind of wanting to watch myself not make a dive or anything because I know we're making up pace. We can both catch up. It's better to just hang tight and make it so that we can both get up there, and then if we can pass them, we can get the fight in. But we do want to eventually make those spots. He's kind of teleporting around. So here I make my distance. He's been having connection issues all race. Pretty much just this guy with all those messages popping up on the right hand side. So I kind of keep my distance, play it safe. I want to make a pass, but I want to not get totaled and wrecked out because this guy's connection isn't the greatest. So you want to play it safe around these guys, but I definitely keep it in the suck to make as much time as possible. Try to pull out a little move, but I decided to take the outer line so I can maybe just get alongside. It doesn't work out for me, obviously, but I get really close up to him, keeping up and making pace. But we're only less than 5 minutes away from race ending. So we're really trying to make up that pace. You can see the front two cars fighting. They're losing a lot of time here, which is really good for us. And we're gonna try and make a move pretty soon here. Into these corners, we're really making up pace. Their fight's heating, and it comes to a climax right here. Oh shit! Oh shit! Let's fucking go! Holy shit! Okay. Just as I said, we're biding a time. Wait for those mistakes to happen. I kind of make a dive up the inside again. We kind of both avoid to make the same, to not make the same mistake as last time. But the Ferrari really turns into the Corvette there at the end. And then the game just changed. And I have to switch my mindset. I'm no longer just trying to make a podium. I'm going for P1 here, so really trying to lock in, keep up with consistency, and don't crash and keep up with the BMW. Now we're fighting P1 and P2. We have a plentiful gap of 3.9 seconds to the BMW that crashed out earlier in the race, or spun. He's made it back his time. But with the Lambo and the Corvette out of the race, out of at least the podium, we're really starting to fight here. I'm putting up all the fights and moves that I can to try and get around this guy, especially with only 2.5 minutes left of the race. Trying to really put the pressure on him, get up right behind him like there. We're keeping it fast. Kind of throw him off there with the inside, which does work, but doesn't give me quite enough room or speed to get out of that and get up beside him.
I'm all my moves right now. I need to pass this guy in this next lap.
Right here, I really get a good exit out of this corner compared to him, so I just take charge and send a little bit of a Hail Mary up the inside. Not the greatest move, but we do keep it clean, maybe a little tap on the outside, but he also did have collision detection off, so he might have just overcorrected himself there. I accidentally sent it to neutral. I definitely close off that apex there. Sent myself wide. That's my bad. I will take credit for that one, or at least take responsibility, not leave enough room. But luckily there is no collision between us two there. At least doesn't look like it. But he stays good, although having to kind of cut the track a little bit. So I won't say that's the cleanest of fights there. But we take lead, which I'm pretty ecstatic about, but then the pressure really gets on me. And during this section and this last lap, my leg was really shaking. The nerves. I kind of take a weird line through this one just to kind of lock that down. Block a little bit. Not too bad. Didn't have the pace or the speed to get up to me anyways, where we were. And again, I know that I'm the faster car around these corners, so I really just want to nail every corner, make sure I get a good gap against him, which I do. Really keeping it tight here and just making sure I'm consistent until the end of the lap where it all collects into obviously a win. Here, this corner, he makes a small mistake rubbing that front right inside tire on the dirt, which really slows him down and pretty much seals my P1 and his P2 for the end of the race here as we get onto the straight and up to the finish line.
Yes! Yes! Let's fucking go! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god, let's fucking go!
And there you go. That's my first win in Le Mans Ultimate. My first win on a proper sim. I have one win in Forza Motorsport, but I mean that's a simcade, and that's pushing it a little bit. I believe it's anyways. Yeah, so I'm very happy and proud of that one. Like, moving to Le Mans Ultimate is, I'm more consistent in Le Mans Ultimate, but it is definitely more technical than games like Forza Motorsport, which are fun, are a blast to play, but just not competitive in, I guess, just the wrong ways, in the ways that I don't like. But anyways, yeah, there's my first win, and it's nice to make a video again. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I definitely want to make more of these, and possibly either just record all my races or stream them and post the exciting ones. We'll see. I would like to get your guys' thoughts, but I think that was a good race. I think I played it pretty fair and pretty clean. So I hope you enjoyed the video. and I will see you next time, whenever that might be. Keep racing and 2 wheels on track.